Not like this, but halfway. Okay.
Kakasi tsinga go ka uka sitote go endo a uka ungoma ka anga chiwa kasi uwan akwa kaka uwan akwa ka shwa ka kuru ban ali ka tsinga chuma te kase ke akwa sa una uka te ngaro an anga khon au shu chiku tsidze ku to ka ashu ani kuwa inda shu akwa shu te khon ka tsidze ku kwa khon au shu ka adi khon au shu ka chihaka.
That was my verbal bow and arrow school report. Seems I'm doing all right, but I need a few pointers. And your knees seem to get in the way if the way I was sitting. What a teacher. What a teacher. Hey. Gosh, that feels good. That felt very good. From this position where you feel a little sort of stiff and everything, and then getting down low really does feel like you're drawing back and your whole body is actually going through that aim of that arrow.
It's midday. The temperature is already up to 45 degrees in the shade. Today, I might have to walk more than 15 kilometres. The men's walking pace is more like my jogging pace. After Ngao, Touche is the second most experienced hunter. He's been the wingman to Ngao for many years, honing his skills and learning from the master. 3 hours after leaving the village, Touche picks up the tracks of one of Africa's toughest antelope.
This is Gemsbok. This is the antelope with the very, very straight horns. It's so beautifully adapted to these very arid and dry conditions.
In medieval England, horns from the Gemsbok were sold as unicorn horns. Today they are still high on the list for big game hunters. They can flee from many predators with speeds of up to 60 kilometres per hour, which is nearly as fast as a racehorse. Ngao tests the wind. We're downwind from the Gemsbok herd. It's blowing towards us. He knows they won't pick up our scent. The hunt is on.
Right next to my feet here are the tracks of a Gemsbok. And Khao and I are tracking this together. I'm following him, but there's something very beautiful about walking in the tracks or next to the tracks of the animal. You feel like you've been right there, right in the moment, exactly the same as the animal has been. The wind is in our favour, and we've had rain last night, and it's obliterated all the old tracks. So the ones we're on now are really fresh. Just told me that this, believe it or not, is the scrapings and digging from the Gemsbok, from an antelope. You think it'd be done by something like a burrowing animal, but it's used its hoof to dig out like that. And if you look down here, there's bite marks on this tuber that the animal's taken bites out of. Just there, can you see that? This is one of the fantastic adaptations. These antelopes have the ability to know where to dig to get something like that.
Ngao locates the herd of Gemsbok about 500 metres ahead of us. While grazing, they're relaxed and unaware of our presence. On Ngao's instructions, we fall back to make a game plan. We will only get one shot with one arrow. If we spook the herd, the hunt is over. The pressure on us to provide for the village is massive. I'm pretty nervous about this hunt. This would be such a great catch for the men. I don't want to mess it up for them.
I just hope I don't destroy this for them. This is it. They're gonna make it or break it. Keep up with these guys. Keep down low. Do everything that they do. The other thing to remember is these are a fearsome antelope. They will take on a lion. They will protect themselves. They'll protect their young. And they have horns that would go straight through you if we get in the wrong place.
Just one of these antelope would feed everyone in the village for a week. And Gao and Touche have so much hunting knowledge at their disposal. I definitely feel like a new recruit here.
Warum sollten Sie bei eToro in Aktien investieren?
Bei eToro kann ich für 0 Provision in Aktien investieren.
What I love is the teamwork and the strategy and the sharing and the knowledge. Even though I was older, you know, listening, discussing. Okay, we're on hands and knees now. Okay, this is it. And the rest of the trip, 150 meters.
Our plan is to get within 40 meters of the nearest adult member of the herd, so we can make a kill shot with the poison arrow. Every time I put my hands and knees on the sand, it feels like touching a stovetop. The heat is really challenging me now. And Gao and Touche do this in bare feet and still manage to move silently and effortlessly.
Carl has been sitting over there for about 10 minutes now, just observing, watching, whether they're comfortable, whether they've picked up the scent of anything, whether they're on the move, whether they're ready just to stay there. So many different things. And it's just all this absorption of animal behavior and why these men are the best in the world.
African antelopes have brilliant hearing to detect predators. Right now, we're the predators, and we have to be so careful not to blow our cover. And Gao decides this is it. It's time to make our final approach and take our one and only shot. Something is spooking the herd. Agonizingly, they bolt. It is over for us. It could have been another predator that spooked the herd. But if it was, they'll be going hungry just like us. I feel an epic sense of failure. 5 hours, crawling on my belly, burning my skin, and the heat sucking the life out of me. I'm tired and frustrated. I know the men wanted to bring home some meat tonight. I really feel for the guys, who all have families to provide for.
It just showed me how hard, how phenomenally hard these people work for beautiful food. It's every day for them. For me, I don't know if I could do it.
And Gao and Touche aren't giving up so easily. They want to use the last hour of daylight to hunt. We'll only have until sundown. Being out here after dark is asking for trouble from predators such as hyenas, lions and leopards. We have to roll the dice. This will be our last chance to make a kill. Our challenge in this hunt is that the animal we're after has an armor-plated head, runs fast, and can fly. Ngao and Touche will have to hit a moving target, and the closest we'll get is 30 metres. This flighty flock of birds are guinea fowl. There are several species in this part of Africa. They can be found in flocks of up to 200. Ngao gets a shot away. But the birds are spooked. Guinea fowl aren't built for sustained flight. Flying is their last option. Instead, they run and use their camouflage to hide. I go jogging and get to the gym every week, but the fitness and stamina of these men is another level. And Ngao is nearly 70.
Chasing guinea fowl. You gotta stay down low like this. So you're doing this little leg squat for about 100 metres. And then the men unload about 3 or 4 arrows each and then sprint. I'm not sure if they've got a bird or if they're just trying to get their arrows. They grab their arrows really quickly and then they go again. It's incredible fitness of these men.
One of these plump birds provides more meat than a supermarket chicken. That's if we can kill one. Ngao and Touche work as a sniper team, taking it in turns to be the spotter, one shooting as the other one reloads. All in perfect silence. Unlike army snipers though, our ammunition, the poison arrows, are not expendable, and each one must be retrieved and, if possible, mended.